Alphabet reported quarterly financial results and revealed the latest developments within the company. I read the entire conference call transcript and highlighted the key things that I think every Alphabet shareholder needs to know, as well as those of you that are on the sidelines watching Alphabet, having it on your list and wondering if you should buy, hold, or sell. Here are some very important things that you need to know before you make that decision.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
So Alphabet CEO right off the bat started off talking about its search business, saying that they continue to see double-digit revenue growth in the segment, with AI overviews going very well, over 1.5 billion users per month, and they're excited about the early positive reaction to AI mode. And this should be a huge relief to Alphabet stock investors because this is the segment of its business that's at greatest risk due to technological development. Artificial intelligence could be very positive for this business, but it can also be negative as consumers change their search behavior. This segment is a highly profitable segment for Alphabet, and it's a leader in worldwide search, so it has the most to lose if large language models continue to gain market share away from traditional search engine behavior. And that's why I think within the first two sentences, Alphabet CEO highlighted this and said that, look, we've made enhancements. We're not sitting on the sidelines. We're making progress and making sure that we retain the majority of consumer search behavior by enhancing it with artificial intelligence rather than letting ourselves be disrupted by artificial intelligence. The company also said that they surpassed 270 million paid subscriptions, and that puts it on par with Netflix, which last reported around 300 million paid subscribers as well in the subscription business. In fact, I think, and I might be biased, and of course I'm biased because I'm on YouTube, but I think YouTube Premium is one of the greatest values out there. I think YouTube overall is a great value. You get access to so many creators that are creating content that are specifically interesting to a certain amount of people. And if you pay for YouTube Premium, you get to enjoy YouTube without any advertisements. If you don't mind seeing advertisements, you can get YouTube for free, but I prefer the premium version because I get to skip the advertisements entirely. The company's cloud segment grew rapidly with significant demand for our solutions. And I love to see companies that are actually delivering great results. And you can see the numbers in revenue and profit, which Alphabet did report in a separate press release. The cloud business, I love to see these adjectives growing rapidly. Demand is significant. And that's the type of thing you like to hear, especially in a segment where Alphabet is investing the majority of its capital expenditures. Alphabet has said that for 2025, they're going to spend around $80 billion, $75 billion on capital expenditures, with most of it going for its AI solutions, which are housed in the cloud business. And it's great to see that revenue and profits are growing in this segment that it's investing significantly across. The company also released their latest AI model, which they call Gemini 2.5. It's their most intelligent AI model. It's achieving breakthroughs in performance, and it's widely recognized as the best model in the industry. Well, I don't know about that. I've been using Gemini and I use ChatGPT. I would say they're comparable. I don't push the limits of these AI, so I can't really test which one is the best. But I think they're both really good. I guess if you look at the benchmarks that Alphabet is looking at, you can say it's the best model. I've seen other benchmarks say that ChatGPT is the best model. In any case, it's great to see that Alphabet is competitive with ChatGPT, given that ChatGPT was the first on the scene. It was the first to attract many millions of users. So it's good to see that Alphabet is on par with ChatGPT in terms of performance of the AI specific model, because then Alphabet has other significant competitive advantages that will allow it to make further progress against ChatGPT, given that Alphabet has 15 separate products that have over 500,000 users. And so when you have so many users across so many different products, you can invest more in a specific technology because you can spread those costs out across a greater user base and earn more revenue across a greater user base, which justifies your investment in that technology, which furthers your competitive advantage, which allows you to invest more in that technology. And you get where I'm going here with the positive virtuous cycle. So the early days of Alphabet's development were the most crucial, right? As long as it didn't let ChatGPT break away with this product, break away with this technology, and be so far ahead that Alphabet doesn't even compare. As long as it withstood that challenge, I think longer term, Alphabet has a great chance to be among the leaders or the leader in this technology in such a way that allows it to retain its user base, not have its users migrate over to ChatGPT for some of their search behavior. Of course, in developing artificial intelligence technology, you need these processing units that help accelerate computing. And Alphabet has two strategies for this. One is purchasing the most advanced technology from NVIDIA, which they were the first cloud provider to offer NVIDIA's groundbreaking Blackwell technology. And they're going to be one of the first to offer NVIDIA's next generation Vera Rubin technology, which is coming out next year. But Alphabet is also investing in their own processing units, what they call TPUs, and they're on the seventh generation. It's the most powerful so far. It's designed specifically for inference at scale, and it delivers more than 10x improvement in computing power over their recent high-performance TPU, while being nearly twice as power efficient. So it's great to see Alphabet making progress on their own processing units, which reduces their dependence on NVIDIA. And if NVIDIA was to get ahead of itself and really start asking for much higher prices or start rationing supply to Alphabet, it's good that Alphabet has this backup that it can invest in and continue delivering and maintaining that computing power, even if NVIDIA tries to exercise its pricing power. It also gives NVIDIA a signal here. No doubt Alphabet knows that NVIDIA CEO and management are watching their conference calls and listening to their transcript. And this is a direct message to NVIDIA, saying to NVIDIA, look, we are developing our own technology and we are investing more in this technology. We have the capability to utilize this technology. And so don't get ahead of yourself. Don't think that you can just exercise your unlimited pricing power and ask us to pay much higher prices for your technology. Because if you push the limits too far, we'll just further advance our own technology and use that instead of paying you for more of your technology. Hey everyone, I'm excited to announce that my book is finally available for sale. I've been working on it for more than a year now, so I'm really excited to finally share this with you now. It goes through my framework for evaluating stocks. Some of you often ask why I like this stock or why I like the other stock, and this framework provides you the things that I look at when I'm evaluating stocks. I've added the link in the description below.